Hello, Libra. Welcome to day 11 of your Manifest Anything You Want 21-day challenge. If you are new here, I'm Audrey, and this is Sacred Libra, where we talk all things Libra. Welcome, 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 welcome. I have revamped a couple things, and I do feel like this revamp, this pause, sorry for the break. Um, this pause is definitely going to revamp some things, and I feel like this new thing that I'm doing, the readings, as you can see, I'm going through these oracle cards for each of these placements for the questions, and I have certain decks that are going to give a certain feel to these cards so we can really dive into this challenge. All right, so as you guys know, we start and we base our readings off of the affirmations and inspirations from Florence Scarrow Shin's best-selling, most famous book. She's most famous for this book. This is her most famous piece of work, piece of art, The Game of Life, one of my favorite books. And this where she thinks of where she believes totally in life and death is through your tongue. So she believes that you could even have a life through the tongue, or you can have death through the tongue. You can have disease through the tongue, or you can have health through the tongue. You can have poverty through the tongue, or you can have wealth through the tongue. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to change our language and change how we speak so we can manifest everything, anything that we want. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. If you find anything here that resonates, make sure that you like this video. Also, you can share this video. I'm doing this challenge for my sacred Libras, but if you find something that is very beneficial to other people, or you want other people to see it, you can definitely share this. This is video. Any zodiac sign can manifest, okay? All right, with this reading, as with all other readings, only take what resonates and leave what does not. All right, let's get right into this reading. What must Libra do next? Day 11, 21-day Manifest Anything You Want challenge. What do we have for Libra? I knew it. I felt it. Okay, I knew it. I love this saying. This really works. This really works. I'm going to have to tell you first. Let me say, I have a wonderful work in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay. I said this literally. I was going through a time, this had to be like 5 years ago. Was going through a time at my job where I was being targeted and stuff like that. I was on the chopping block. I couldn't do anything. You know, when you targeted, you can't say, you can't do anything. Like, they on you, okay? And I just kept saying this because I was unhappy at my job, but I needed my job to support my family, so I didn't know what I needed, like what. So I started saying this every day, like in a trance, like for like probably like an hour. Just say it. I have a wonderful work and a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for a wonderful pay. I have wonderful work in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay. And you can change this up. I have a wonderful business in a wonderful way. I make wonderful products for a wonderful pay. You can give it up. I have wonderful subscribers in a wonderful way. I make wonderful content for wonderful pay. Okay? Whatever it is that you are, I have wonderful followers, but whatever it is that you are, you can definitely switch this up. But I said this. I just said that I have wonderful work, wonderful way, I give wonderful service for wonderful pay. And the wonderful, in a wonderful way, I had a boss that then got fired off of this. And it could have been something, they could have did something, but it's just, I believe that God was making my work wonderful. And because this person around me was targeting me for no reason, I was still trying to show up nice, still trying to show up this way, that way, and still getting targeted. That lady, she didn't get fired, but they definitely transferred her to a whole nother building. And I had a wonderful work in a wonderful way. And I was like, this stuff is powerful. This saying is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful, depending on how you say it. If you make it a point, like, and I made it a point every time I was in that place that I was going to be saying it. I was going to be saying it. I was also thanking everybody, being in like gratitude. Like, it's a lot that you have to do to put yourself, to make yourself magnetic. See, some people, they'll just watch this video and say this affirmation once and feel like they are magnetic. It's a lot that you have to do to make yourself magnetic, and it comes with an energy. It's an energy. Do you have the energy that people want to flock to or people want to run away from? And I notice I have the energy that people want to cling on to. People want to stay around, like they don't want it. And sometimes I'm like, ain't you tired of me? They're like, hell no, I could do this forever. But yeah, I had a person, they moved her, and she had came back in like 6 months, totally different attitude, like totally different attitude. And I was like, wow. And I got the position that I wanted to get. It was everything just happened really, really, like I put this into motion. I don't know if it was the time, and the universe is always working for you, but I feel like that happened within probably like a month, not even a month, probably like a couple of weeks that happened. I was just reciting, like going in a trance, because I love this book, so I read the book all the time, so I know what she means. Like, if you can go into a trance and say it and say it and say it and say it and say it. So I'm brushing my teeth, I'm saying it. I'm in the shower, I'm saying it. I'm just sitting, at my job, I'm saying it. And I would get a phone call right now, but sorry. At my job, I'm saying it. At my, I was just saying it all over the place, and it really does work. So if you can write this down, especially if you're having some work problems, or you're starting a business or something like that, definitely write this saying down and definitely start saying it. It's one of the things that I say the second that I wake up, I make that statement. I say that with other things. And I feel like I might if we don't tap into making laws for yourself, there's certain type of laws that you do need to make for yourself. Like some people make the law, I'm always lucky. Or some people may make the law like, I always get a parking spot where I want. I always get a spot. Always going to find me a spot. Someone may always say like, good things always happen to me. Like, I'm always in the perfect place at the perfect time. That's a law. And some people have negative laws. And since this is a manifest anything challenge, we're not going to go into those negative laws. If they're not positive and you say this every day, I'm always negative. This negative always happens to me. People always treat me like negative. That's a law. You could be making laws about what people are going to show up and do, and they're going to follow your laws. You are the ruler of your universe, okay? So you made this law that people have to treat you this way, and you're going to see the people who probably didn't even have the intentions to treat you that way. Because our minds are brilliant. And when we tell our minds to focus in on something, to zone in on something, it focuses in. So if you want to make your mind work for you, have your mind focus in on the positive, on the things that you love. And it's just going to, wherever you focus, it grows. So it's like you're watering that plant. You're watering this plant. All right, so let's go ahead and tap in to this reading. Let's see. I'm starting off with the Soul's Journey lesson cards to see what critical thoughts that we do need to release. Critical thoughts for a person or critical thoughts for ourselves. All right, let's see. All right, listen now. Okay. So, friendship, purpose. Friendship. All right, so there's a friend. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I know what I'm here to do. Acceptance. All right. Humor. The spirit is spitting today. Accept this find humor in the situation. For some of you guys, there's a friend, there's a friendship, there's a relationship, there's definitely a friend. Here, you're trying to figure out what's the purpose. Why is this person here? Why did I have to go through that? Why did I have to meet this person? Why did I have to? And you're criticizing that person. Why did I have to meet a narcissist like that, a manipulator like that, a user, an abuser, a person who can't take accountability, something like you're trying to figure out like why. This is a friendship. Don't hold one critical thought towards this friendship, okay? This friendship, this relationship has a purpose in your life. And we do talk about that every man is a golden chain. It's a golden link to God's good. So every man here can potentially help you manifest your desire. There's a purpose for this relationship. And there's a need for you not to hold any type of critical thought. There's also, Spirit even wants you to do a big job, okay? Spirit wants you to laugh at something. Accept what it was and laugh at something. Laugh at whatever it is. Something is extremely funny if you were to get out your feelings. So something is extremely funny if you were to if you were to zoom out and look at the whole picture, you would laugh. Like laugh. You'll be 100%, you'll be cracking up. Like Spirit wants you to enjoy this laugh. So this doesn't have to be a friend. This could be a person that you've encountered. This can be someone at work. Someone is extremely funny. Like it's funny. If you get out of your feelings, something is 100% funny. And now I'll tell another story. Is this a story time? My uncle, my mom used to be really like not militant, but she was real stern in what it is that she was saying. And my uncle, as we started getting older, when you start bumping heads with your parents, because it's like you don't even got to do all that. And I find myself doing the same thing with my brother. Like all I have to do is say what I want him to do. I don't have to nag him, but it's just, I don't know. I need you to know where I'm coming from, know how frustrated I'm feeling about continually asking you to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. But anyways, my uncle told me, he said, if you step back and look at it, it's actually really, really funny. Like if you mimic her, how does she sound? How does she sound doing this? How does this happen? And that moment changed the relationship with a lot of us. Like instead of us getting into our feelings, and it became like not a laughing matter of disrespect, but sometimes she would laugh too, because the shit is funny to her too. It was funny to her. It was just funny. And it just changed the atmosphere, changed the energy in the room. And I do feel like that there could be something that you could be overly being sensitive about and not calling not dismissing your feelings at all. But there could be something that you could be overly being sensitive about, where if you step back, it's really funny. Step back and accept the situation, accept the person for who they are. Like sometimes people like, calm down now, calm down, breathe. And she'll get to laughing because we already know. Like it's just like sometimes you just have to kind of take a step back, look at the situation, get out of the hurt you. Okay, give that person grace also, because you can't really laugh at a person. If you're laughing at a person without giving them grace, then you're just making fun of them. You are criticizing them or whatever. But give a person grace, okay? Understand where it is they're coming from. Understand what it is that they're trying to say. And then kind of like don't take too much into it. Like something in Spirit is telling me to tell you, don't take something to heart. Something doesn't need to be taken to heart. There's something that could definitely be really, really funny. Like, super funny. And you can laugh at you, too. Like, you can laugh at you. If you can't laugh at yourself, like, what the hell? I was just laughing at myself this weekend. Like, if you can't laugh at yourself, like, sometimes you just got to snap out of it. Like, our feelings want to be validated so much. You can validate those, but they don't have to kind of like, blur your whole day. Turn your whole day into something that you're not intentionally trying to turn it into. All right? All right, let's see. What situation does Libra need to baptize and call it a success? All right, going into the energy oracle. Ooh, daughter value. Okay. All right. Baptize this and call this a success. Some of you guys opened up a door. Oh, look at that envy. Look at that envy. Is this a friend that's envying you? This your daughter value? Is there a person that's envying you? Is there a situation where you feel envied? Is there something where you feel like a person is wanting, or do you want something that someone else? Let's just turn it into self. Are you envying what someone else has? Are you envying what someone else's light, someone else's money, someone else's ease? Bless this situation and make their success a success. Don't be afraid to bless someone else's success. Don't let a person's success rob you of yours by holding on envy and jealousy. Because you holding on to that envy is you holding on to the lack too. You holding on to this. And Spirit wants you to open up. This is the door to value. Let's go ahead and read that. The door to value. And I did see that 31 or 13 is very, very symbolic to a person. And it comes out again. I just read that into the morning inspo, and this was about financial increasing value. It was 31 or 13, and then we have door to value 31, or it could be 13. Okay, in the upright, this is new beginnings in finances or career. This card shows a door with a gold coin on it, opening to a place that's filled with light and bright potential. Monies, coins, and jewels fly towards you through the open door, revealing a golden city beyond. I didn't even notice the golden city. Wow, there is a golden city. Let me see. Focus. Come on now. Did you focus? Okay, y'all can see the golden city. Boom. All right, a golden city. And I did lost the damn page. Beyond. All of this points to the potential for exciting new beginnings or expansions where work or money are concerned. Perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working toward for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life, knowing that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative, and get ready to step through the door. Get ready to step through the door. So for some of you guys, there's a person, another person's success. You're supposed to be getting ready to step through your door, but some reason you feel like another person's success. Well, oh, this always, and then watch your laws. Watch your laws that you say about yourself in this moment. What do you say? Does this always happen to you? Are you always getting the short end of the stick? Are you always having it? Are you creating this type of law when it comes to this person and the success? Because there's a need for you to stop this law. If they can have it, I can have it too. I can too. The fact that they have it reassures me that mine is on its way. That mine is here now. I can celebrate for them. I can celebrate them, and I can celebrate myself too. There's a need for you to change your laws. Now, this could be someone could also be envying you. Okay? Someone could also be envying you. But we're going to focus on self here. Yeah. And then look, I said 13. I opened up the deck and look at this. Financial constraints. So I feel like there's a person, you know how they say, well, you can't be happy for a person if you ain't happy for yourself. You ain't happy yourself. You can't, if you don't got it yourself, or you don't something yourself, you can't really be happy for. Snap out of that lack energy. There's a need for you to snap out of that energy of lack and look at yourself as the magician in the mirror. There's a need for you to make peace with this situation, bless this situation, bless and baptize another person's success. All right. And you could feel like I'm working harder. I've been doing something longer. I was something, or this person did this, or this some person, I'm more deserving, or something. You can feel all of those things. Okay. But there's a need for you can feel it and have it prolong this and put you in the energy of lack. Or you can feel it, accept what it is, and then speak a new being into existence. And then you can feel your success as well. And you can feel that nothing can come in the way of your success. Because nothing or no one can actually come in the way of your success. Okay? Nothing or no one can actually come in the way of your success. All right? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot to focus you back. Okay. All right, let's see what we need to be prepared for. Don't y'all like this one better? I feel like I like this better. Like, this spread is just short and it gets right to the point. Prepare for inner peace. Also, there is peace within a relationship. These are two people here. So prepare for peace. All right. Prepare for power, for your inner power. This is given high priestess energy. So be mindful of your intuition. And there's something that you're about to leap. So there's a choice. There's a leap of faith. There's a choice that you're about to leap into something. Also, it's going to feel almost like a flow. Prepare for peace. Prepare for subtle times. Prepare for calmness. Tranquility. Lilies. I just said I wanted some lilies. And it's the lily pond. Sitting next to a lily pond watching the dragonflies soar overhead and looking at the luminous lily pads floating gently on the water while their translucent flowers open their petals to the heavens can fill one with a sense of profound and everlasting peace. Lilies grow in many countries and have been given a wide range of meanings. However, one enduring image of the lily is the notion that out of the darkness and mud arises a thing of immense beauty and grace. Out of the darkness and mud arises a thing of immense beauty and grace. No matter how much darkness there has been in your life, you can rise to enlightenment and profound tranquility. You can be at peace with a situation. You can make peace with your past. No matter what you have been through. I like that. Out of the darkness and mud arises a thing of immense beauty and grace. I think that might be the title. And they just remind me of Jay-Z. What did he say? I rose from the dirt without a stain on my shirt. Like, that's what it's given. You don't look like what you've been through. Stillness, there's a calm, there's an at peace feeling. You can make peace with your past. Peace. I feel like there's some type of courage to let go. Be prepared to make peace with the things that upset you. Be prepared to make peace with the things that hurt you. All right? Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. We're going to see where you need to cast your burdens away. Cast your burdens. We're going into the archetype deck, and we're going to be taking the shadow, taking the shadow energy, shadow attribute. There we go. Shadow attribute, God. Shadow attribute is using power to control people. God. Somebody abusing their power. Cast the burden of abuse of power. Despotism and cruelty. Somebody was cruel. Somebody could also be indulging at the expense of another person, like taking. There's a person who feels like a giver and feels like somebody always takes from them. Also, there is a feeling of abandonment when we open up the deck. God and the orphan. All right, feeling of abandonment, using power to control, seeking inappropriate surrogate families, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation. So something of abandon. There's a feeling of abandonment that's stunning your growth. So for some of you guys, you need to cast the burden of abandonment. There's abandonment issue. Also, there's a person cruelty. You've been through some type of, somebody abused their power. And I did talk about a boss here that was that was totally abusing her power, taking something of that had nothing to do with me out on me. So there's a person who could have been taking something that has nothing to do with you out on you. And there's a need for you to cast that burden on the Christ within. It looks like I'm casting the burden of abandonment on the Christ within so I can be free to be peaceful, to be at peace. Wherever it is, you don't have to be wondering if is a person going to abandon you or you don't have to have this uncomfortable feeling. You go free to be harmonious. Say where you're going free to go. All right. I'm going to pull one card from the tarot to get the energies here to help us out with the message. That I feel like the message is already clear. That's why. But I know some people like the traditional tarot. I'm an oracle card lover. But hey. Now you know. All right, tell me more about friendship and purpose. All right, we have the 10 of Wands. The worst is over, dropping the load. This also has to be with dropping the load, dropping the hurt. Something is letting it go. Don't holding. This could be a grudge too. Letting some type of grudge go. Finding out how easier to do things. It's an easier thing to move in relation and in unity with a person. Yeah. You have the 3 of Pentacles, drop the load. So you can either let in support or the relationship changes as support. But there's a need for this energy of friendship, of working togetherness, or this view that you may have towards other people. You may have a view towards them. Overthinking, anxiety, anxious. You may be really, really overthinking something in the friendship. There's a need for you to let this bond go. Not this bond go, this grudge go. It could be a bond too. All right, but release it without a critical thought. This is also the stress of the situation. You know, the 10 of Wands is the heavy load. It's the load that you're carrying. And there's a need for you to let go of the load. It's the dropping of the load that you're carrying. I feel like somebody has been keeping score with all the friendships, failed friendships, or people or whatever, keeping score. There's a need for you to tear up the scoreboard. Drop it. Okay, we had a little darkness going on. Tear up the scoreboard. Drop it, let it go. Okay. Tell me more about door to value. Okay, Sun. Oh, look at this energy here. Change your energy. Life energy, solar plexus energy. There's a need for you to, for some of you guys, you could have let some envious get into your energy. Change that energy. There's a lot of growth. There is a lot of life here. For some of you guys, a person's success is proof that there's life there. A person's envy and then this could be someone acting differently. It's proof that it's life there. There's growth, there's energy, there's success, there's purpose. Okay? There's a lot of, there's emotional fulfillment. I also feel like there's a need for you to get really, really happy. If there's a person who you have not truly, truly celebrated, like you may have said the words, but you didn't truly celebrate them, there's a need for you to celebrate them. For real. Buy them a little slice of cake or something, a little cup. You know, you can buy the little mini cupcakes, put a candle in there. Just like, I just want to appreciate you for all that you've done. I just want to appreciate just who you are. Appreciation is really, really big, okay? If you can do that. Also, there's a situation that you need to call as a success. Call their success a success. For some of you guys, you could have been calling their success a hoax, or, you know, this person did this, or it was a scam or a scheme, or they had to do. Call it a success, a real God-given success. It is a success. Baptize it. Bless it. It is the real thing, because it has a lot to do with your real thing coming to you. All right. For some of you guys, this can have something to do with a love relationship or a friendship thing or something like that happened. Tell me more about inner peace. All right. Look at the Three of Wands. Ships are coming in, moving right along. This is also giving me the energy of moving on from something, letting go from something, not letting your past hold you, getting on your ship, not letting something keep you stagnant, keep you waiting and watching the ships go by. Something is going to bring this peace. You're going to be able to make peace with your past so that you can hop on to the next thing, okay? Also, this is telling me that your ships are coming in. You have the Temperance. The angels are working behind the scenes. Prepare. There's a ship that's coming in. Prepare to be at peace. I feel like for some of you guys, there could have been a lot that you've been through. And since these abandonment issues are coming up, there's a lot that you've been through here. And a lot of you guys can be focusing on the negative, can be focusing on the drama. For some of you guys, the drama could still be around you. Like I said, with that whole thing, like, laugh at it. Laugh at this stuff. Something that's truly funny. The way a person behaves is humorous. If you were to see it on a cartoon, you would laugh and be like, that reminds me of. Say it. Laugh at it. Someone's focusing on the drama, focusing on the negative words. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look. I open up the deck and I see, this is supposed to be in the upright, I see the Page of Swords with the Eight of Wands in reverse. You're focusing on the negative. I was going to do this activity, and this is why. All the negative things that you've heard about yourself, because for some of you guys, you've been through situations where you've heard not so nice things about yourself, and you're not alone. Me too. I've heard not so nice things about myself, friends, family, foes, everywhere around me. I've heard not so nice things about myself. And you are focused in on those not so nice things that you've heard about yourself. That's what you're looking at. And that's what you need to prepare to have peace. Prepare to be okay. Prepare to not let these negative things affect you. See them. Write them down even. And see them as you being prepared, like you've been totally confident. You've been totally secure. Prepare for that, because that feeling is coming. For you guys who've been through that, you're not alone at all. I wish I can give you hugs and love, because I know how that feels. And you're not alone. But this inner peace, you making peace with that past. Peace. No matter how ugly. What did it say? I'm gonna title this. It says, no matter how out of the darkness and mud arises a thing of immense beauty and grace. You are the thing. You are the immense beauty and grace. You are beauty and grace. Out of the darkness and mud. And also, this is also an affirmation of you saying you are out of that. You are not there anymore. You're out of it. You're not stuck in it. You're not here. You're not there anymore. All right, there's a person who abused their power. They had the ability to somebody had the opportunity to either lift you up or pour you down, or pull you down. Somebody had the opportunity to even recognize the eternal force within yourself and others. Recognize the light, the compassion, the benevolence inside of you. But then a person decided to control and use you and kind of stunt your growth. Somebody had I seen this the other. Wow, that's crazy how spirit be talking. Okay, it was like you have the opportunity to either build a person up or pull a person down. And it's coming out. So somebody definitely had that opportunity. You felt like a person could have lifted you up, and why didn't this person lift you up? So there could be a grudge, there could be envy. This person could have lifted someone else up, or you could see them lift other people up, and you're like, well, why aren't you lifting me up? What was something, there could be that type of energy. But yeah, someone's definitely dealt with that. Tell me more about God. Let's see. The shadow attribute. All right. Okay, you have the Eight of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands here. For some of you guys, beauty. This is someone could be focused on beauty. Someone had the opportunity to kind of like make you feel confident or break your confidence. And there's a person who broke your confidence, who had the opportunity to lift you up. All they had to do was give you light. I feel like the focus here is beauty. For focus here could be looks, could be body image. It could be a person had the ability to make you feel comfortable, make you feel confident, but they didn't make you feel confident. For some of you guys, this is personality-wise. You have this, Queen of Wands have this, she's beautiful. She commands attention. Her focus is beauty. Look at how she's sitting on the lipstick. And this is your Eight of Pentacles, which you're focusing on. So something could definitely be beauty-wise. It can be some appearance-wise. Something could also be personality-wise, because the Queen of Wands is unapologetically herself. So you could have felt like instead of a person lifting you up for being yourself, which is uniquely beautiful, a person pushed you down for being yourself, which is uniquely beautiful. Okay? There's a need for you to cast these burdens. Cast that away. All right? So, guys, I'm going to leave this reading right here. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not going to leave it. We're going to go into the Rose Oracle for our closing message today. This was a beautiful read. Really, really full of nutrients. Whoa. Wow. All right, we're going to get one more of the reunion. Okay. Fresh start. Get to start again. Fresh start. All right, what else here? A rose without thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, and sweetness of life. You got morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook on life. I feel like clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook on work, on life, on your life. We're not keeping score. We're letting go. We're starting the day off right? We have the reunion, partnerships, collaborations, friendship. You see this? It's about your relationships. For some of you guys, there's a tribe. And I feel like this reunion is not like, oh, this is a person I've known before. No, this is your soul is reuniting with this past soul that they haven't seen since the last time they walked the earth together. Your soul is being connected to another, is reuniting with another person. Soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, friendship. Your tribe is here. So these ideas that you have about friendship in the past, they need to leave. Somebody is being connected to their soul tribe. You also have a rose without thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, and sweetness of life. You have a right to yours. Because someone else is getting theirs doesn't mean you can't have yours. You have a right for yours. Your success, your love, your beauty, everything. Just because a person could have lifted another person up and dragged you down doesn't mean you still don't have a right to your beauty, your sweetness, your everything. That doesn't mean that a person takes it away. Also, just because a person has success, a success that you've been working for, you see something happening which may look like to you, may be easier for someone else, that does not mean that you still don't have a right to your victory as well. You still have a right to all of these things. Don't let a person rob you of your thoughts, because they can't rob you of what's already yours, but they can get you to thinking that you don't have nothing. They can get you to thinking that you're not going to have anything, and you'll begin to think that and move like that and act like that and be that and become that. All right, I'm going to leave the reading right here. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.